The flavor we've been kicking is what you've been missing. Although it's free, we gon' make you pay attention. And there's one more thing that we forgot to mention. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and then listen. Bootleg Cable Podcast. Flavor in your ear. Bootleg Cable Podcast. All right, we are back. This is Bootleg Cable Podcast, episode number 41. I am P-Double.
Yeah. It's your boy Killer Cal.
What it is. I'm here reaching for my glasses and shit, or not realizing I ain't got my glasses on.
Oh, okay. I'll be feeling you on that. Like, I hated that I got glasses face now. I hate that shit,
Be having
man.
that fucking indentation on the side.
But like, yo, you know when you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I only started wearing glasses maybe about a year and a half ago, like consistently. Mm-hmm. And it's like when you don't wear it, motherfuckers like, something is off about you.
You look different today.
You look different today. Like, I got my glasses on, but I hate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that face.
Still the same dude though.
Yeah.
Yo, I wanna say shout out to all the people that's supporting us, man. Make sure y'all, if y'all rock with us, we always say this, please share the videos. It don't take nothing but a press of the thumb or the index finger, whichever one you use to operate that smartphone or that tablet or that whatever, man. Just
Absolutely.
Please share the videos. If you rocking with us on the SoundCloud, share the SoundCloud. That's the only way.
Repost it. Just hit that little
exactly.
repost joint. Man.
That's the only way we're gonna get bigger. That's the only way we're gonna get better. Is the more eyes on us, the more people kind of reach out to us and say, "Hey, man, we want to hear y'all talk about this," or "Hey, we want to hear y'all talk about that." So just remember, we are on all platforms pretty much.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube. Shout outs to the YouTube viewers out there.
POF, whatever. Like,
Tinder.
Whatever,
Just swipe right on it.
Bootleg.
No left swipes.
Right,
no right swipe.
Man, listen, man. Please share it for us. And listen, we don't only accept the positive opinions about us. You know what I'm saying? We accept the negative ones as well.
Definitely.
We just want to get better and continue to deliver a good product, a good episode of every time we come out. So you know, if you've got opinion about what we said or whatever, please comment. You know,
and also check us out if y'all get a chance. I know some of y'all only rock with us on YouTube, or some of y'all only rock with us on SoundCloud. But check both, because sometimes I'll put something only on YouTube. Yeah. Or sometimes I'll put something only on SoundCloud.
That's true.
So if anything, just, you know what I mean? If like I said, once again, if you're rocking with us, just click on it and just rock with your boys. And make sure everybody else feel the same way you feel if y'all rocking with us the way
There it is. Become a part of the conversation, man.
Definitely,
Love
man.
y'all.
Anything new with you this week, bro?
Man, not really. I mean, just catching up on some programming and you know, just living life, man.
I feel you.
Just out here every day trying to better myself and just trying to be a better version of me.
True. This week, shit, man. Not to go back into a whole story again, but basically that conversation that I spoke to you about last week. That conversation was had with the manager.
Okay.
So you know what I mean.
Okay, so. What's the atmosphere? What's the climate like at work now?
Really and truly ain't nothing changed. They want to hit you with the political answers. They want to hit you with the political. Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, you know, we just need to do this and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So we could have saved this. You could have texted me that.
Exactly. But basically, all of this shit that not that I had anything on my chest, but anything that I needed to get off my chest, I got it off.
You went ahead and said it.
Now it's supposed to be a meeting this coming week with me, him, and the snitch. So
okay.
That should be interesting. I'm trying to figure out if I should make her cry or not. I'm trying to figure out if asshole P need to come out.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't mind hearing about that. However, I mean, you got to assess how you're gonna come out looking after that. I mean,
true.
You know what I'm saying? So
they're gonna be like, he's a fucking asshole, or
I don't know. No, I don't give. I might go still have a job though.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
then fuck it.
Go hard.
Go hard, bro.
Keep it real in the field.
Yeah, keep it real in the field, man. I love every opportunity I get to go hard or get to say some real shit to my bosses, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I take advantage of it, you know? Because sometimes I feel like, yo, they want to sell you that corporate answer, you know? Sometimes you're like, man, listen, man, look me in my eye and, you know what I'm saying, tell me that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call bullshit when you say it, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Because, like, hey, man, I'm a human being. Don't try to treat me like just one of the assimilated, man. Fuck all that.
I remember it was a little while back. I used to work at the Gap, and I think I already told the story, man. But I had this one chick at the job that I used to just purposely go there and make her cry all the time. But
definitely an asshole for that. Yeah.
But like I said, I don't want to do that to this one. But I'm thinking about it. I just might make it happen, man. I don't know.
Yeah, why not, man? But yeah, man. So what we got going on this week, man?
Shit, man. There's a lot of different stuff going on this week. Outside of what we want to focus on for the podcast, you see the boy Bill Cosby, not Bill Cosby, sorry. OJ coming up for parole next week, bro. They had a whole fucking special on that.
Yeah, man.
Last night, it was like the OJ's last chance, or. It was. I was just like, yo, really?
What does OJ represent to our community? Do you feel
to what, the black community?
The black community, yeah.
Nobody.
Are you sure? Are you certain of that?
You know what? I guess when I think about it, we think about OJ as being the one of the dudes or one of the few dudes that triumphed over white folks.
Okay.
When it comes to, we all know the nigga. All know he's guilty as fuck.
You feel as though he's guilty as fuck?
I feel like him and somebody else committed these crimes. I feel like he wasn't by himself.
Yeah.
It was him and somebody else that did this shit. But how he covered it up, I don't know. Whatever it is, I have no clue. But I definitely feel like he was somehow, some way involved in this shit directly. Like he played a hand.
Okay, true. Yeah, I feel like he hired somebody to do all this shit.
So you don't feel like he was there?
I don't feel like he was there, but I feel like he gave him step by step how it could go down, how it should go down, like all that.
So you think he was smart enough to, you know what I'm saying, get off with all of this shit?
Nah, I don't think he was smart enough.
Or
to
just
get
the
off
LAPD was dumb enough.
The LAPD fucked up. Man.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and Johnny Cochran, man, R.I.P. Johnny Cochran.
Yeah, man. Rob Kardashian. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
not really. Shout out to them.
What else is going on? It was another something that's your boy Donald Trump in the Sun with the whole with the emails and the Russian collusion.
Right. How do you feel about that?
You know what? I haven't been paying too much attention to it.
Yeah.
But I'm just getting kind of tired of it now, to be honest with you.
Nah, I love all of it.
You love it?
Yeah, man.
I was watching the news and they was talking about, the Sun putting out the email that basically gave the evidence that there is, collusion. And I guess now it's for the courts to decide if it's criminal and this, that. It's a whole bunch of different layers to this shit, man. And
yeah, I mean, like, I'm not really necessarily looking at the fact that he told that. I'm looking at why he told it. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? What's cuz that's doing all the investigation over their name again? I be forgetting.
The new FBI director?
Nah, the one that the private investigator that they put in there to
cover
all this shit.
I didn't see the private investigator.
Nah, not the
Mueller?
Yeah.
The special.
motherfucker. The little fucking, I want to call him motherfucking Clint Eastwood motherfucker that's in there to uncover all the truths and shit. Like, I feel like, he's putting that pressure and motherfuckers is just like, okay, if we say it first, right, they can't say we hid it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that won't be a thing. Like, let's put this out there before anybody uncovers this. And I feel like that's what's going on right now.
So but from what I was hearing with him in the emails, he kind of decided to put it out because he heard that the New York Times had got wind of some shit, or they was gonna put pressure on him or whatever. So he was just like, all right, man, like you said, before they come and try to write their articles or whatever, let me just go ahead and put this out on Twitter, blah blah blah. But then I didn't watch the interview, but then they said he gave an interview, and the interview was like, anybody would have took this meeting, or I don't know if the Trump said that or the Sun, anybody would have took this meeting. It was just, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's just a whole bunch of shit going on where it's just like, yo, man.
Hey, man, but that's what's going on over there. They're not really solving any political issues or anything like that, man. It's just a whole bunch of novices, and we just watching them trying to find their bearings, man. And it's
definitely
it's comical, but you know what I'm saying, life goes on one way or another. So
I mean, since he been in office,
and do you feel like this is really proven, like, does America need a president? That's what I'm feeling right now.
That's an interesting question,
because they haven't officially accomplished anything.
I agree. I guess yes, we do need a president because they need somebody in there to come up with ideas, even if they shoot him down. Even if he come up with bogus ideas, even if he come up with great ideas. Like, I think that the president is just one of those people where I guess he might have people that's surrounding him, and it's just like, yo, man, what you think about this, man? I'm thinking about, 4-story strip club. What you saying, bro?
Yeah,
middle of Washington D.C. Can that happen? Nah.
OG Trump.
It's like, nah, son, that can't.
Nah, that can't go down. Why not? I'm American. All right, let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Let's throw dollars on these bitches, man.
Yeah. Let's put it on the table. See what they say about this. But I mean, like, it's to the point where, like I said, man, this man has been in office since what, January, and we're coming up in the middle of July, and
no policies,
nothing has been implemented.
They're trying to figure out healthcare, which they've been trying to do for a long ass time.
And now he's threatening his own cabinet about you know what I'm saying, the healthcare. Like, yo, they better have something for me, or I'm gonna be extremely angry. And it's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, don't you have something? Like, what's your thoughts? I thought you was that man for that. Like, you know,
it's like, you better get an A on that test. You better do your homework. Right. Or when I come home, I'm gonna be extremely angry. Like, dude, what does that mean?
It's funny. I was at the gas station just yesterday, and some dude was like, man, I hate Donald Trump, man. If I see that motherfucker, I'll kick him in the face. Like, what's Donald Trump gonna do? I'm like, yeah, what think Donald Trump's gonna fight you back, nigga? For real?
Secret Service to bust your ass,
crack
nigga.
your shit up, man. And then at the end of it, Donald Trump is a petty dude, man. He gonna find a way to get your ass,
right?
But, man, yo, go ahead.
I'm about to say random shit though. Have you seen that video where the black chick was in New York, where she was just like, yo, fuck ISIS?
Oh yeah, I remember that shit, yo.
Like, yo,
with the airplane, yo.
She's like, yo, I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. They put it in the airplane, like,
it's like, yo, they killed Biggie, they killed Pac.
Yeah. Yo, fuck
ISIS.
Fuck ISIS, man. That shit's crazy, man.
Oh shit.
But all right, man. So let's just get into. I mean, is there anything else you wanted to?
We get into it, man.
Yeah, man. All right. So we're getting into it. Like, so you sent me a little something that's pretty interesting, man. All right. So for those who don't know, who's been listening to Bootleg Cable Podcast, you know, man, for a while now, you might have thought I was the original OG of the Bootleg Cable Podcast. Well, no, I'm not. So this initially started with my man P Double,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? A homie of his,
Trav,
close homie, Travis.
Trav Williams.
Trav Williams. And,
go ahead, finish.
Yeah, I mean, I remember me approaching P Double. I'm like, yo, P, man, look, man, you're somebody that I feel is dumb, opinionated, and you have a lot of interesting perspective on things. You should do a podcast. He's like, nigga, I already done one. You should check it out. I'm like, oh snap! Like, you ain't never told me about this.
Yeah.
And I checked it out. And man, the first episode, I have to say, was it was interesting. You know what I mean? Like, between the dynamics between you and Trav going back and forth, and I mean, like, I feel like Trav is an interesting person. I think he has
definitely
a lot of interesting perspective. He does go all over the place, but you know what I'm saying. He has a lot of interesting and smart opinions about some things. So
definitely.
So you sent me a little something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so basically what happened was that the reason why Trav is no longer on this podcast is because it was, just to make a long story short, it was a little situation between me and him, and I just saw that it wasn't really going to work out. Hopefully one day in the future, he could definitely come back and, you know, maybe he can get on a couple of episodes or get on an episode. I definitely welcome that because I feel like dude is a genius, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So for those that's not familiar with Trav, you know what I'm saying, he's a lawyer. He actually has a documentary on HBO
It's called Gideon's Army, where he's a part of this group in Georgia where they're public defenders, and they go through the whole public defender struggle. But basically, Trav has
I ain't know about that. That's what's up.
Yeah, he come down with some mental issues, basically. That's the extent of it. I don't want to go into it too much, but me and him, we have mutual friends that we talk to, and I'm not necessarily in direct contact with him. Yeah. So he came out and posted this blog. It's called Black People Are Awesome. .blogspot.com, and he came out with a blog called The 70s, and basically he was talking about his whole mental health situation. Yeah. So I was thinking about reading what he had posted on this podcast. How you feel about that?
Go for it, man. Go for it. I definitely think it's an interesting thing to do. And black mental health is not spoke about enough, I don't feel. So we need to start getting into that, I feel.
Definitely.
More so as a race.
So I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna try to go through it real quick, and hopefully it'll help somebody out there that's dealing with some kind of mental health issues. Because we joke around a lot, but at the same time we grown folks, and we want all our peoples to progress. We want things in general. We want people in general to be better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let me just go ahead and read this shit. So it says, one day, a few years ago, I stopped taking my meds, which led to one day, a couple years ago, me leaving my job, which brings us to today. Today, I'm a homeless artist named Travis Williams, and I sometimes hear voices. And that is the short version of what has turned into a very long story. Years ago, I sought out help to attain mental wellness, which turned into meds, which turned into me getting off my meds, which turned into today. No traumatic event, no devastating circumstance or anything close. I simply believed that something was off. This led to a battle with psychotropic meds, eventually extreme failure on my part. The failure was unique failure for me. This was no outthinking. This was real shit. This shit was real. The main problem was one of perspective. I saw the failure as existential and not chemical. I ignored the med assistance functionality, the 8-hour sleeps, and the fun dreams. I sadly preferred insanity because I was wrongly believed that it gave me some sort of creative advantage. I didn't believe that the stage would feel like a stage on medication. I was afraid that if the noises stopped, so would the inspiration. So instead of being smart, I went crazy. This degenerative and at times aggressive disease was and is super smart. I went from well-groomed to rugged, deliberate to lucky, and lucky to random. I went from neat apartment to wearing the same underwear for weeks at a time, from having things to no longer being able to manage car insurance payments. I lost all awareness and I never dreamed. I guess I was proving a point or ashamed of something, but fuck that. This is real. I crafted an entire way of life to keep the crazy as tamed as I could. I became a vocal atheist because of crazy. Why? How? And the answer is, one day I had a hallucination concerning God's words to me. The response was, God isn't real, so no message from God is real. Reality testing. My life now hinges on reality testing, which is kind of easy with medication. If something is illogical, then it's not real. It doesn't make sense. I don't trust it. I can't say this now because I'm medicated again. 76 days strong, sir. And it only took me 2 hospitalizations. By the way, it's okay to laugh. I've been abandoned by friends and family and ignored by strangers. My entire idea of how one should interact with society has been reshaped. My understanding of love is less imperfect and is more selfish and selfless and patient. Not having shit and still eating every day is a daily demonstration that the universe shares its love and steady hand to me in the middle of my chaos. Maybe I don't eat every day, but I don't even be that hungry half the time. Losing my mind and getting it back has done wonders for my art. I've turned pain into comedy, indifference into watercolors, and random shit into random thoughts. The funny thing is, it seems like black folks support addicts, but not schizophrenics. Maybe this will help.
All right. So all right, before we get into all that, man, like I just want to let the folks out there know, like, who is Trav to P Double?
Trav to me is basically one of my best friends that I lost contact with.
So how far back is this relationship between y'all two?
Me and him went to high school together, so I've known him since the 10th grade.
Okay.
So I graduated high school in 2001, so y'all do the math. So I've known the dude for that long, and me and him been out of touch now for a little bit over a year, or approaching a year. Me and him been out of touch right now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, from afar, I'm looking at him, and you know, I see, like I said, we got mutual friends. I got friends that talk to him and stuff like that, but we just haven't spoken to each other in a year.
Yeah.
So mentally, I've just been hoping that he gets right.
Yeah.
And, you know, when the time is right, we'll connect and, you know, everything will be cool. So the reason why, like I said, again, the reason why I wanted to read that is because there's a lot of people that's out there, they're going through depression.
Yeah.
They're going through mental health situations, and they might need a little pick-me-up. So hopefully that could be a pick-me-up for you. Maybe you need to look into yourself to get on some medication or whatever that you need to be a better you. Hopefully that was something that could help you out.
Definitely. But I mean, but really, like, I feel like mental health, it's always gonna be a struggle, I feel. Like for, you know, for a lot of people out there, like, you know, just trying to figure out who you are in the world, and the person you were 3 years ago is not the person you are now.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's continuously changing, that's continuously evolving. And, you know what I mean, especially when the person you thought you would be to this point is not who you are. You know what I mean? That gets a little bit heavy. That gets a little heavy sometimes. But, you know what I mean? Like, I like to take mental health seriously. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like I continuously struggle with things. However, like, I've never been to the point where I'm hearing shit. Like, if I heard some shit, nigga, like, you know what I mean? The rest of the world gonna know about this. Like, y'all niggas gonna hear that shit? Like, I can't be the only one hearing this motherfucking shit, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm joking, but I think that's something that, you know what I mean, it's hard to take serious because you've never heard nothing.
I think we all struggle at the same time. We all have our own struggles. We all have times where it's just like, yo, damn, man, can shit get any more fucked up?
Yeah, that's true.
And I guess the difference is that it's a short period of time for us that, you know, stuff like this happens to. Because I forgot who exactly I was watching, or I think I was watching something. It might have been about the dude that played for the Sixers that got drafted last year. He was number 1 pick or number 2 pick, went to LSU. I forgot his Ben Simmons. Yeah, I guess he have a sister that's struggling with bipolar depression or whatever. Yeah, and basically what she was saying was that she noticed that her thoughts on a weekly basis started turning into, or on a daily basis started turning into weeks, then started turning into months, then started turning into 6 months, and she was just like, yo, man, like, something is wrong. I shouldn't be like this. I got to get some help. Yeah. So I'm happy that my homie getting some help. Yeah. And I just want him to continue to do that. You know, at the same time, you know, hopefully he can see this. You know, like I said, we got mutual friends that is that and the third. Hopefully they could reach out to him and be like, yo, man, you know, you still got love over here. Yeah. You still got a homie that's rooting for you, even though we ain't in direct contact. Yeah. You know, him, and like I said, once again, anybody else that might be dealing with a similar situation.
Yeah, man. I mean, I remember when I first met you and all that, and you introduced yourself to me as a rapper, and I heard, you know, a lot of your content or whatever, and I was feeling it. But then later on, you kind of put me on to Trav, you know what I mean? And like, I was listening to Trav's music, and you guys kept collaboration together, and hearing you speaking about him, you know what I mean? Well, I've never met the man. Yeah. But like, I feel like I kind of know him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Trav. Like, Trav, if you're out there, you know what I mean? Just reach out to the boy Dub, or, you know what I mean? I hope there's some kind of way that you guys could reach out to each other and
definitely, man.
You know what I mean? Become quick friends again, man. Because I mean, I wouldn't even say friends again. I think you guys will always be friends, but you know what I'm saying, just bury the hatchet about certain things, and you know what I mean, be more accepting of each other. You know,
Definitely,
so,
man. Definitely.
Yeah.
So speaking of hatchets, man, Mayweather versus McGregor, dude.
Bang bang.
Dom Juan, DeMarco.
Marco. Okay, so shit,
you've been watching the press conferences, man?
Yeah, I've been watching the press conference, man, the spectacle. But I mean, like, it's to be expected. It's boxing, and that's what boxing is based on. Is you gotta sell the fight.
Is this all right? Has anything that has happened, because they have 4 different press conferences?
Yeah,
they did a world tour.
Okay.
For a press conference, which is unheard of.
Okay,
so they did Los Angeles, Toronto, Brooklyn, and London.
Yeah, right. That's what Brooklyn is, man. Didn't they do Canada? Toronto.
Yeah. So was anything said or was anything done that said to you like, yo, man, I want this person to whoop this other person's ass?
Nah, I'm not. More so, I look at the crowd's reaction during all these interactions, and I feel like there's a lot of people out there that hate Mayweather.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's a lot of people that despite this man.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like Mayweather comes off as cocky when he's in the presence of somebody that's as much of a showman as Conor McGregor. But you know what? When he goes into the ring, I feel like all that talk that Conor is doing and all the things that we appreciate about how Conor is going at him, it's gonna get silenced. And it's gonna be some sad motherfuckers out there.
All right, so what I'm hoping, right?
Yeah,
is just because of the and I mean, I understand that this is the reason for the press conference. This is the reason for the world tours and the microphones and the spectacle and the this and the that. The reason for it is to get people engaged in it. Yeah. And me in the ring, boxing, I've always been a Mayweather fan, right?
Okay.
So I'm a fan of boxing in general. I'm a fan of the art, the sport, everything about boxing. I love boxing. I still have a lot of respect for mixed martial arts, MMA, UFC, all of that shit. I have a respect for that shit, but I'll always be a boxing fan, a boxing purist at heart.
Right.
And to me, this kind of became boxing versus MMA. Yeah. And when I say that, it's in the sense of one sport or one art versus another art, where in boxing it's strictly about the hands. In MMA, it's hands and feet and grabbing and, you know, whatever the case is. Right. I feel like at the end of the day, you as a boxer can't disrespect what MMA artists do. Yeah. And you as an MMA artist shouldn't disrespect what boxers do. Right. And I feel like right here, right now, McGregor is really not only disrespecting Floyd, which, of course, you know, they both technically villains, but one got to be more of a villain than the other. I feel like him, like in general, he's disrespecting boxing as a sport.
Yeah, man, but as he should. He's trying to sell his artistry, but he knows at the end of the day where he's going back to after this is said and done. I'm going back to MMA, so I have to uplift MMA.
I feel like yes, you definitely got to uplift MMA, but you could do it in a way that still shows boxers respect, right? So I think, or like I said, you know, we spoke about this, you know, a couple weeks in a row. I feel like Mayweather has to school this dude in boxing. Like Mayweather has to really, really beat the shit out of this dude to show him like, yo, man, don't disrespect my art. Yeah, but don't. There's only 1/4 of a fight. It's only 1/4 of a fight. Like, dude, like, don't disrespect the art that people is putting forth, because.
But at the same time, that's the scarier thing about the fact that he does not respect the art of boxing. So let me make my point. It's to the point where we know that a boxer has to score points to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? They count and punch accuracy and everything like that. Where I don't feel like Conor is going out there for that. He's going out there for the knockout.
Got you.
He is trained and breaded to go for the knockout. Yeah. So, and he's taking more pounding than I feel like Mayweather could actually inflict in the boxing ring.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning, in the UFC, there's more punishment involved.
I agree. To a certain extent, I agree.
Okay, yeah. When it's completely lopsided in boxing, you know what I'm saying. But like to see a fighter in UFC fight through, well, maybe I'm wrong because I've seen bloody-eyed motherfuckers in boxing and everything like that. But like to see them, you know what I mean, fight through the punishment that they're getting, catching elbows, catching all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
In UFC, your full body being hurt and you're still coming forward. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a difference, and I think, you know, although Conor's gonna leave himself open for Mayweather to inflict punishment on him, I think he's gonna still be coming forward. I don't know if Mayweather's ever dealt with a fighter that's still willing to come forward regardless of the punishment that you're inflicting.
He has. Marcos Maidana, Jose Luis Castillo, to even the extent Arturo Gatti, even though he beat the shit out of Arturo Gatti, R.I.P. to Gatti. But Oscar De La Hoya, he kept coming forward. At the end of the day, man, it takes a lot for one person to get into an octagon and try to take another dude's head off.
Yeah.
Same thing with boxing. Takes a certain kind of dude to get in there and say, all right, I want to inflict punishment on this dude, and he's trying to inflict it on me.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I feel like you should respect both sports. I think that Conor doesn't respect boxing, and I think that Mayweather has to be that person that makes him respect boxing. You might like, it's just the rules and it's this and it's that and blah, 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 blah. All right, fine. It's rules to MMA too. Right. But you have to respect boxing. And I feel like this is more than just Mayweather versus McGregor, more than just black versus white. I feel like this is
That's funny because besides you bringing up black versus white, this is the first time I've ever heard black versus white.
Well, if you read the comments behind these videos, it's a lot of black versus white. It's a lot of, you know.
Do you feel like Conor is approaching it like black versus white?
I don't feel like he's approaching it that way, but he's definitely making that way with some of the comments. Dance for me, boy.
I think that was a slip. I don't think that was a.
It was a slip the first time because he said "dance for me, boy," and then he corrected himself and he said "dance for me, son," right? And he didn't say it again.
Yeah.
And then people commented and it was like, "Oh, you know, mainstream media, this, that, and the third." Conor McGregor called Mayweather a boy, blah blah blah. And then the second time around, which was Toronto, he said it again, "Dance for me, boy." And then I believe after that they asked him something about a Rocky movie, where they was talking about, I guess, Apollo versus the Russian or whatever, and he said something like, "Oh yeah, you know, the one with the monkeys in the boxing ring, or with all the monkeys training," and it was basically a part in the Rocky movie where I believe Apollo Creed was at a boxing gym and it was like majority black folks in the boxing gym. So that was the scene that he was talking about where he was like, "Yo, it's a whole bunch of monkeys." Then he also said something about being black from the waist down, and you know he was saying, you know, I don't disrespect, it's not a race war, it's not a race thing, I'm not racist or something. And he said something about all the black women out there, and he started making the motion like he was fucking, like, "Yo, I got a big dick and I'll fuck the shit out of y'all." You know what I'm saying? Like, he's definitely playing to make it something that it's not necessarily.
Okay.
So I mean,
yeah. Okay, yeah, I didn't see it like that. I didn't catch those points, unfortunately, you know, before I made my comment. But, you know, I'm open to being wrong. And
yeah,
damn, bro, that's what you out here doing, Conor.
Yeah. So he made a lot of comments. It's just like little slick shit here and there, and it's not saying that, you know, saying it to be sensitive or nothing like that, but. Yo, he made a damn comment, so you know it is what it is. When he made those kind of comments, like initially, I still wanted Floyd to win no matter what.
Yeah.
Like I said, because I'm a fan of boxing and it's boxing versus MMA. I wouldn't expect a boxer to go to MMA and disrespect their craft and to, you know, come out victorious or whatever. Yeah. So I'm looking at it the same way with him. I want Mayweather to come out victorious, and I want him to shut his damn mouth just because.
True.
You know, and on top of that, both dudes is like super duper flashy.
Yeah.
A lot of people was talking about, even Mayweather said it. McGregor kind of copied his blueprint, and he's become this flashy, super duper flashy dude. Last in London, he was talking about wearing his I think it was either London or Brooklyn, I think it was.
Yeah, when that snake.
Yeah, with the snake on the back of it.
Yeah.
What kind of coat he said it was? Like
I don't know.
some kind of animal or whatever.
I don't got that kind of bread.
Yeah. So
I don't give a fuck about that.
And I guess Mayweather alluded to the fact that Mayweather was doing that for a while, and that started with the Gaddy fight up until recent years, and people hated him for it, but now they applaud McGregor for doing the same exact thing.
He did shit on, as far as outfits go, he shit on fucking Mayweather. I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely,
Mayweather coming over here with the homemade fucking pep rally outfit, like
bruh, yeah.
That TMT shit, nigga, kill that. You need to start stunting on this dude, bro.
I was watching it and I was just like, yo, man, where's your talk game? Like, where's your, you know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, I don't think he have any talk game, really. Like, I think Mayweather's theatricals has been like pretty good because he was the only one really doing it when he would come out, you know what I'm saying, getting carried in the ring and, you know, wearing all these masks and all this type of shit. Like, I think he was the only one doing it. But when he's confronted by McGregor, who was like, yo, nigga, I'm going over the top. Like, I'm quoting Biggie lines on your ass. I'm quoting Jay-Z and Drake on your ass. Yeah, I'm saying, like, yo, he's on another level with it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Mayweather, I don't know if he's uninterested in at this point in, you know what I'm saying, being more hip-hop culturally involved in it. Because I feel like McGregor is doing that. He's playing with the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying?
Brought out the 444 album.
Brought out the 444 album, and he's really speaking to him like on some battle rap shit. Like he's really hitting him with some bars, and I don't know if Mayweather has the comeback for it. So, but in the ring, it's like, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm hearing what Mayweather is saying, and like, yo, look,
your fans can't fight for you.
You know what I'm saying? And he's speaking them facts and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? To all the people that's buying into what McGregor is doing, y'all gonna get proven wrong, you know what I mean, come August 26th. But however, if I gotta say who's winning the fight right now, McGregor is winning the fight right now.
Definitely.
You know
the war of the words, the gift with the gab.
Yep.
McGregor definitely got bodying him.
Bang. Bang.
Three rounds to one. I think Los Angeles was the first one.
Yeah.
And I think Mayweather kind of got him there. Yeah. But after that, it's been a wash.
Yeah, 3-1. Man. I mean, I think McGregor comes out knowing what he's gonna do. And this is WWF or WCW, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah. When fucking Mayweather tried to take all the mics, and McGregor was like, "Oh, nigga, I'm quicker than you.
Too fast for you.
Too fast for you. I got this mic. You ain't gonna shut me up." You know what I mean? Like, when he Mayweather put the fucking the flag on, and the nigga took his bag of money. He was like, "You better not do nothing to that flag.
I'm gonna take
I'm gonna take your fucking money. You're not getting this bag back."
I'm gonna fuck you up on this stage.
Yeah. I don't think Mayweather want none of that, but in that ring, man, we know what's gonna happen. You know, we definitely.
Like I said, I just at the end of the day, I hope Mayweather.
I don't think it's gonna
boxing, bro.
Yeah. I mean, like,
put on for boxing, man, for the sport.
All right, man. So August 26th, man, Killer Kel, we hosting the fight over here.
Oh shit,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's $100 for the fight. So I'm collecting some bread. I'm gonna make it full. You know what I'm saying? Discreet to everybody that, you know what I'm saying, who comes into the house. I'll have a jar and show you that money that's in there. Once it gets to 100, you ain't got to pay. But until we get to the 100,
right?
You know what I mean? Buy in.
Plus
you
tax.
Know what I mean?
Plus tax.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be here. It's going to be lit. Yeah, I mean, so come through. Watch the fight.
That's what it is. Speaking of big money shit, True Religion filed for bankruptcy, bro.
Fuck True Religion.
Have you ever owned a pair of True Religion? Obviously not. Have you ever owned
fuck
Do you know anybody that rocked it?
The question to ask is, what's the most expensive pair of jeans you ever had, bro?
I have
a True Religion shirt though.
I have when I was younger. I think I had bought a pair of jeans for like $110.
$110.
And I believe that those
probably
at
was
the
some
time,
Express.
No. I think it was like some Fat Farm jeans.
Oh, okay.
I bought these fat. It it was an outfit that I had. The shirt matched the jeans perfectly. It had like painted stripes going down the side. Dope little outfit, dude. I thought it was like the hardest outfit on the planet, nigga, when I bought that shit.
Shit, man. I feel like I've kept it real with myself for a long time, and I you know what I'm saying. I was never interested into faking the funk. I was never into like portraying myself as somebody that got bread when I don't. So for me to buy myself True Religion jeans for $199 or $300, like I felt like I would be being fake as fuck. Yeah, I could go buy it, but it's not who I am. If these J's represent somebody that got money, I don't got it. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never was that dude. Like I never was that dude.
But
like I was always a dude like I could put some shit together better than you can. However, I'm not gonna spend mad bread on one particular article of clothing just to prove a point that it's not true about myself.
Got you.
You know?
I've come to that realization as I've gotten older. Like when I was younger, and you know, I was working at my little Walgreens job and my little whatever Publix, this, that, and the third. I was copping shit because I ain't had no responsibility, and it was just like, yo, man, I can cop the most expensive shit.
Where were you living in when you was working at? What age did you work at Walgreens?
I worked 17.
I worked at Walgreens when I was like 15, 16, bro.
I think I was like 17, 16, 17 when I worked at Walgreens.
Nigga, I mean, aren't you? I mean, like, I grew up in a Jamaican household. Bruh, listen, it was different. There's a difference, man. It ain't paid his bill. It's like, how much money you got? Because I need some. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had paychecks that was like, yo, did I work this week or not? Like,
it wasn't for me. For me, it wasn't like that. Mom Dukes was doing her thing.
Yeah, so Mom Dukes left you alone with your money?
Pretty much.
Damn.
Pretty much.
Man, I wish I had that.
The only thing I had to pay when I was legit was my cell phone bill.
Damn, motherfucker, yo, that's
17,
wild,
16, 17. Yeah, that was the only thing I had to pay.
Nigga,
My cell phone bill and my car payment.
I mean,
I had
but
bought a car.
It sounds like it's all about yo shit.
Yeah.
Like I was in a household where it was just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? My mother used to open my letters and shit like, oh, you got paid this much? Well, you
Taxing
know,
that ass.
You know, the light bill like going cut off and the water bill high this week.
How much money you make?
Yeah, how much money you have in that Marco coat? and then you be like, yeah, ma, I got $300. That's all you have in your Marco coat. Uncle $300 y'all work for a month. And all you have, so what y'all do with your money? Where the rest of it at? And I'm like, yo, what are you asking about? What's going on with my money? It's my money. Like, dog, it was hard, bro. It was hard.
Jamaicans,
dog.
Uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle $300 you have in there?
It was rough, man. It was seriously rough. So I always hated motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, got to spend their paycheck on what they had. I never got that experience. To this day, now I got kids. So now I can't. I'm like, damn.
Trust me, dude. When I was in high school, I had the Fresh Nextel, Fat Farm, the Mecca, the Iniche or NYC, however you say it. Dude, I was rocking all the fucking brands when I was in high school. Had that, I forgot the teacher name. I used to bounce early and, you know, go out and go to work and come home in the evenings. Yo, man, I had brands, man.
I mean, in order for me to spend money, you had to show me that the quality was worth it. Like, is this quality that much a cut above what else is out there?
So that's what I was getting to. So the True Religion jeans, I think the cheapest jeans that they might have had was
$199.
Like $199.
Yeah.
So is it? Do they think that they are a brand such as Jordan, where they can kind of put whatever price they want to put on their stuff? Did they kind of? I guess they was talking about the stores. They was saying that the stores didn't have the kind of marketing that it needed. This, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Like, did they think that they were something that they weren't?
Yeah, I mean,
for them to, and it's not chapter 7 where they liquidating everything and blah blah blah.
No.
It's
they're
chapter 11.
Yeah, it's still in operation.
For those that don't know, chapter 7 is where you you sell everything.
Yeah.
You start over from scratch. Chapter 11 is basically a restructuring. So basically, they're trying to restructure the assets. They close a couple of stores.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Now they trying to, I guess, kind of emerge as the same brand.
Bankruptcy is bankruptcy, and once bankruptcy is attached to your name as a clothing line that's represented as for the elite or for the financially stable or fortunate, the financially fortunate people out there.
Yeah.
I think this is a stain on their name. So I really feel like at this point they're gonna have to start selling fucking American Eagle fucking jeans.
They're gonna be in TJ Maxx and Marshalls.
Yeah, they're gonna. they might fuck around and make more money than they ever did. You know what I mean? It's trying to sell these elite fucking $199 to $369 jeans.
I think, to be honest with you, I feel different though.
Yeah.
And the reason why I feel different is because Trump is in office. Okay. How many bankruptcies did that motherfucker file?
Okay,
a whole bunch.
Yeah, but I mean,
at least 3.
I guess you're right, because they never affected his brand overall.
Exactly.
But I feel like Trump came into the business or came into the world as being somebody that had money. Mm-hmm. So regardless of what he filed for, he's from a lineage of money. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like at this point, True Religion, that's gonna affect them. I don't feel like these rappers can be calling that True Religion no more.
I look at True, and now that's the thing too. A lot of the rappers was calling it out, and I mean, I think that a lot of the rappers yesteryear and today, we all been kind of misguided in what's important.
Definitely,
and it's that. So
let me keep it real, 100,000%, bro. I don't shop at Chloe's Closet before, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't went to where you buy used shit and put it on. And ain't
nothing wrong with that.
I do it, so I don't really feel. I don't feel like nothing wrong with that because you won't know until I tell you.
Remember the Adidas that I had on the other week when I came through?
Yeah,
fresh pair of Adidas, nigga. Tubulars. Them shits when they first came out, they was like $140.
Yeah.
I bought them shits for $40 at Marshalls, cuz.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, over there.
I was like, yo, this is a come up. Like, y'all always wanted these shits too?
Yeah.
They was at Marshalls, like $40.
I'm on it. Bought mad polo shirts, nigga, with the nice logo and everything on there. You know what I mean? $10.99, bro. Like, yo, what up? Like, but it's never so much about how much you spend on it, it's how you wear it. You know what I'm saying? Every fashion, like, you know what I'm saying, from going all the way from even a big girl, like you fat as hell, but if you wear something with confidence, nobody can take that away from you. Exactly. It's how you wear it.
And I mean, even as a dude, man, like right now, to be honest with you, dude, I got about 4 pairs of jeans.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of recirculate.
Yeah. I dudes, no matter how many stains and holes, I love how these fit me, dog.
Yeah.
I'm not letting go of these shit.
It's jeans, t-shirts, and polos.
Yeah.
For a dude, and button-ups.
Yeah.
Long sleeve and short sleeve.
Yeah.
So it ain't too much that, like, you got a couple of pairs. Like, I don't need 10 different pairs of jeans. I don't need them to be $1,000 pairs of jeans. You're not going to be able to tell unless I'm showing you the brand when I go out or something like that. And why would anybody want to do that?
Yeah, I'm glad. I don't know, but there's a lot of people out there that want to do that. Fuck them.
Until she put that booty on that Gucci belt.
But that's what it is. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Them labels, like, I dropped those labels a long time ago. Like, I realized it's not about the labels. It's about how you look.
Fuck these labels.
It's about how you look at the end of the day. So, you know, people calling out, you know what I'm saying, Robin jeans and True Religions and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, I don't care. It's about, I could imitate, like, you know what I'm saying? I could mimic that same look that you got with something way cheaper, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and still look as dope.
And you can't, like, I see, like, that's why these artists call out the prices, because I feel like if they don't call out the prices, they're not gonna sell it. Like, just like take for example, Lil Uzi Vert when he was wearing that fucking blouse that he fucking had on. Like, that shit was ugly as fuck.
But he had to call out the price.
But he had to call out the price on niggas.
So if it was dope, it wouldn't matter how much that shit cost.
Right. Exactly. So it wasn't dope. It was whack. You had to call out the price.
Shit cost $700, $900. Exactly, like, nigga, you paid. You got bamboozled, homeboy.
Right, exactly, man. And it was a blouse, nigga. Freddy Krueger blouse, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You suck.
Dreams are worth more than nightmares, nigga.
Bars.
Bang, bang, bang. All first verse. Oh shit. Man. Just keep it on the rappers though, man. The boy Tyler the Creator, dude. Tyler the Creator, in some form or another, kind of, sort of, came out as gay, bro.
I don't know what to say about all that because I don't listen to Tyler the Creator.
I never listened to him either.
Like I tried, like I
actually dissed his ass on one of the mixtapes that me and Trav did.
Okay. Good. Because like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like
Learning Curve. Check out the Learning Curve mixtape if y'all out there.
Personally, I you know what I'm saying? I love Eminem. I love how Eminem, I don't mean not as of late, like the kind of not the content, but I feel like his flow and everything has changed from what I loved about him. But however, like I love Eminem, like his delivery, the ad libs, everything about, you know what I'm saying, the storytelling that he had, like I was like, damn, I need more. I want more rappers like that. Not solely rappers like that, but I need more rappers like Eminem who, you know what I'm saying, could deliver those ad libs and, you know what I'm saying, just Eminem saying, oh yeah, on a fucking track. Like this is what he says behind his verses and everything like that. And I feel like Tyler the Creator.
Eminem say, relax, guy. I like gay men. Right, Ken?
Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? So like just you know what I'm saying, just Eminem way of going about this shit. And I feel like Tyler the Creator always try to like, not always, let me not say always, I don't know what his agenda is, but like I feel like he tried to emulate Eminem in a sense, but like I don't feel like he's able to deliver as well as Eminem does. All right, you see what I'm saying? So
my opinion on Tyler the Creator is, one,
he done it a couple times to me though. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I was reading a couple of articles and they was saying they was showing like some Twitter posts that he made from a little while back where he was supposedly, air quotes, trying to come out as gay and nobody would believe him. And some of the questionable lyrics that he had or whatever. So I guess, but now on this new album, Scum Fuck Flower Boy.
You seen the album cover?
I actually downloaded and listened to it, bro.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. That's what I'm not gonna do.
All right.
But go ahead though.
All right. So I downloaded and listened to it. It's called Scum Fuck Flower Boy.
Yeah.
I repeat.
Scum Fuck. You gotta say. I feel like you gotta say it like how he would say it.
Scum Fuck Flower Boy.
Like, Scum Fuck Flower Boy.
So he got his track on the album called I Ain't Got Time. And the line there where he said the bars where he said it, he was like, next line I'll have him like, whoa, I've been kissing white boys since 2004. And then he on the next track, which is track number 7, called Garden Shed, where he kind of talk about, well, he don't say specifically what's going on, but he kind of allude to some kind of situations that we in the straight community would find a little questionable, and kind of trying to tell his homeboys about it, but his homeboys not really listening to what he's saying. I don't know. I guess the same thing that the same question that I posed with the Jay-Z track from last week. Why?
Exactly. But we know why. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how successful.
You know what?
His underling was.
Okay, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Look how successful, like,
Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean was to the point where, I mean, like, in perception, Odd Future, the leader of Odd Future was Tyler the Creator, right? And somebody that, you know what I'm saying, was just the vocalist on all these songs. After he came out being that he is gay, you know, well, no, let me not fuck that up, because at the end of the day, Novocaine was a dope fucking song. I used to fuck with Novocaine. And then he was just like, I'm gay. And I was like, oh, shit, this nigga was talking about me the whole fucking song? Fuck. You know what I'm saying? I love Novocaine, dog. I was just like, oh, no. You know what I mean? So let me not fuck that up.
Nigga,
But at the
looking
same
at you
time,
in
like,
True Religion, son.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had a song, but that Novocaine was not what propelled, you know what I'm saying, Frank Ocean to be where he is. I think coming out as being gay, he did definitely gain some ground by doing that. And I feel like Tyler the Creator is still fucking with that formula. I think, like, I remember his comments towards, you know what I'm saying, Frank Ocean when he first came out or whatever. It was like, yo, yeah, all right, whatever, that's cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think that he's officially coming out as being gay on this album?
I don't feel like, I honestly don't, but I don't know enough. But my if you ask my initial vibe right now, I'm gonna say I don't feel like he's actually coming out.
All right, I think he kind of fucking around with us a little bit still.
Yes.
I think he's trying to find a way to bring attention to his album because really nobody gives a fuck about who Tyler the Creator is unless you are a super fan of Odd Future.
Right. I think him gay bashing has become a narrative. Yeah. And being that one of his counterparts or somebody from his camp being Frank Ocean has been as successful as he has been. I think he's trying to capitalize off of that. Okay. And it was like it's dropping on the anniversary of, you know what I'm saying, Frank Ocean's like first project. Yeah.
So I guess another speculation where I believe Joe Budden and what's his name made academics made this revelation that they think that when Frank Ocean came out as being gay.
Nah, they didn't make the revelation.
Tyler was the dude that he was fucking with.
Oh yeah. They trying to say, oh, that's the dude. So they go back to listen to the songs. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, but fuck all that, man. Yeah. Listen, man. Speaking of other people's content and everything like that, like the realest shit I fucking heard was actually when Rory said on the Joe Budden podcast, it's like, yo, I was driving through a neighborhood and I saw that was having a gay parade, and I was like, yo, why is nobody else celebrating how I'm fucking? And I was like, nigga, I'll fuck with you on that. Though.
Hold on. He said what?
He said, yo, that's interesting that they're celebrating the gay parade. However, why doesn't nobody else celebrate how I am fucking?
Like a straight parade?
No. Listen, what gay is when you fuck another man, right? Yeah. Just keep it fucking a buck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, fucking all these the gay pride and the gay parades and the you know what I'm saying, for all this stuff, it's promoting, not promoting. I don't even know. Listen, I'm sorry, my vocabulary. It's acknowledging how I'm fucking, how I'm having sex, how I get my nut off. Yeah. So why isn't nobody else celebrating how I'm getting my nut off? You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
And I fuck with that. I fuck with that 1,000% because it's like, yo, that's what it is, man. At the end of the day, it's like gay, lesbian, queer, whatever the fuck you want to be. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's how you fucking that makes you that.
Got you. Hey.
Or does it? Let's get into our next subject.
In Oregon, dude, they came up with these IDs.
Oh, we're going. Okay.
No.
Well, we can lesbian this shit up or gay this shit up however way we want to.
Coming after this shit, so.
Okay. But let's get into that one though. Oh man. Hey, what they say though, there's a couple things you're not supposed. One of my homegirls at work. I'm sorry for misquoting you, but you know what I'm saying. A couple things you don't mess with. You know what I'm saying? It's like gays and you know what I mean, politics and all this shit, whatever.
Well, here on Bootleg Cable Podcast, listen, everybody, we equal opportunity haters. We equal opportunity.
I'm not haters, man. I'm just gonna say, listen, you was thinking that same way.
Of course,
keep it real.
We equal opportunity everything. Like, yeah, I'll crack on a black person the same way I'll crack on a white person, a gay person, a straight person, a midget. Real I don't give a fuck. Whoever it is, you can get it.
Okay. Pause. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah. But yeah. I get what you say though.
Rory said Trey Songz.
Get 21. Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. So in Oregon, basically they have this. They have a. I was surprised to hear this information. Yeah. There's a third gender. I forgot the exact name of the gender. I gotta kind of go into my thing to look it up and see what it is. But basically, in Oregon, as of July 1st, 2017, you're able to put an X for your gender on your ID. So when you give somebody an ID in every other state in the United States, you either F, female, M, male. In Oregon, they have a now where you can put it as X.
Wow.
Where you don't identify as either female or male.
Wow, son, that's wow.
So
what are the? I mean, I don't know if you look into it, but what are the criteria? Like, I want to know what you have to check off in these boxes before they give you your X.
I don't know. Like, call me ignorant as fuck. Right?
No, I'm not calling you ignorant as fuck, but I'm asking you a literal question. What do you feel that they need to check off in these boxes to qualify as an X?
I feel like to check off, and if there's boxes that you need to check off, you need to say, I have neither a penis nor a vagina to qualify as gender X.
For real.
I feel like that's what you got something. It ain't a dick, it ain't a pussy.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, okay, go ahead and Oregon and do that shit. But wait till somebody start busting somebody and, you know, you start pulling over like, man, I'm not fucking Frank. I'm Martha. What the fuck you talking about? Like,
for real.
Don't I look like a woman to you? You know what I'm saying? Till somebody start committing crimes and motherfuckers on the run and people start taking advantage of these things like in a negative way. I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, they've grasped what can become a result of what they're doing right now.
I seen, you know, when I look at Facebook posts, because I saw this post on Facebook, and when I look at them, I always look at the comments, right? And supposedly one of the persons that commented on this post happened to be a doctor, right? Yeah. So this person, whether he was faking or not, he was a doctor, and he said, you know, in this situation, let's just say you come into the hospital and there's certain diseases or certain ailments that are specifics to male or female, and you ask this person, okay, what are they? Or you get their ID and it says gender X. Yeah. And it's like, okay, there's no diseases that are specific
to gender
X. It's either male or female. Yeah. So should I do a pregnancy test if you're really a male but you consider yourself gender X? Yeah. Or, you know, should I do a fucking prostate check? Yeah. But you're a female that considers herself male, right? Like it's a lot of different scenarios that can go on in a situation where it's just like, that's
true. I really haven't gotten to that deep into it. I was looking to it more surfacely, but like I'm glad that you bring those things up. And I'm not trying to say like, you know, they want to, you know, maybe doctors should start accepting and changing. You know what I'm saying, how they check people and all that. Like, fuck out of here. But at the same time, you're right. Like, there's no such thing as a gender X. There's no such thing as all these other fucking things. Like, why as a society are we, you know what I'm saying, giving these people, like, all right, you want to be classified as this, fine. But at the same time, like, yo, the rest of the world should not be forced to accept or abide by these fucking fictitious rules that you're making up.
It's one of those situations where with certain things, if you start saying it enough, let's just say it's a lie. Yeah. And you start saying, enough people start saying it. Yeah. Then enough people gonna start believing the shit.
That's true.
I believe it was like Hitler or somebody that came up with that quote. Not to be quoting Hitler on fucking Bootleg Cable podcast. But
in regards to transgender.
Yeah. Right.
Damn, dub.
But my bad. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's once you start slanging, if you slang the lie good enough, people gonna start believing that shit. And that shit just gonna start spreading, bro.
Yeah, same thing. True Jizzies cost $1.99. People start buying them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is it really worth it? And same thing with, you know what I mean, all this transgender and all this jazz. Like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to go through all this bullshit that forces society to quote unquote accept all this stuff? Like, man, like I like people, oh, you're homophobic or this and that. Listen, I have kids that I have to explain this thing to. Until y'all have kids, that you legitimately, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to pass on your lineage, you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, build your legacy and all that things, and you have to explain to this child what is actually going on over here when you yourself don't fully understand this. And I don't want to, though.
Speaking of that,
I don't have no interest in
all
that.
I'm glad you brought the child into it. Today, I was sitting at the house and I'm watching, or I'm listening to, I'm eating my breakfast and I'm listening to my daughter and my sister-in-law that's in town right now. They watching TV. My sister-in-law is very young. Yeah. So they watching like Nickelodeon or whatever. And this show comes on and it's the character on the show, I think it's called The Loud Family, right? And it's a character on the show called Lincoln Loud. And I guess Lincoln Loud has two dads as parents, or one of his friends has like two dads. And I'm eating my breakfast and I'm listening to this shit, and they keep on saying such and such dads said, or their dads, his dads, and I'm like, I asked my daughter, I was just like, dads? I was like, you mean like that kind of dads, like two dads, like family together dads? And she was like, yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, once again, why? Why do you need to make a cartoon that has two dads on it that's targeted towards kids that's like 6 and under? What's the reason for this?
Right.
Is it to make us more socially accepting that, you know, we have lesbians and gays and they raise families together and blah, 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 blah. And it's like what? Why?
Yeah. Okay.
Why?
That definitely true. I feel like we need to have an episode. I feel like we need to have an episode with a gay man. I'm not talking about a queer man. I'm talking about like a flamboyant motherfucker. Like I want to have a gay man that, yo, you fuck with niggas, right? You fuck with men. Like, have an episode with that dude. Because I think my wife knows one. Okay.
That I feel like he probably would be willing to do this shit.
I want him to come on here.
Yeah.
Because I'm hoping to be wrong, but I feel like if we interview a gay man, I feel like this gay man would say the same shit we're saying about the other aspect of the gay society.
What, you talking about the X?
The X and all that. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to dress like a dude and I feel like a gay man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I fuck men. Pause. But I fuck.
Super pause.
Super duper 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 pause. But you know what I'm saying? Like a dude that say, yo, I fuck man, like not like a flamboyant man. Like I like a man.
You talking about a manly
gay dude.
Oh, I gotta find one of those, man.
I feel like they exist.
Of course.
I feel like they exist. I feel like if you saying like,
boy, the boxer dude, Yusef Mack.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember when that dude, he came out when they found out he had a gay porno or whatever. Dude, manly as they come. He's a fucking boxer, man. Whooping niggas' ass.
Yeah.
Knocking niggas out.
That's what's up. Like I want to interview somebody or speak with somebody that has that perspective where like, look, man, I'm a man. However, I'm attracted, to men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like not feminine men or men that feel like they need to dress as women or etc.
Not even pause. Hard stop.
Bang. But you know what I'm saying? Like I hope people get what I'm trying to say. Like I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's becoming to the point where what else are we, that's what the gay society, you know what I'm saying, it's all about, oh yeah, accept us. It's like, but what else are we going to accept now? Like,
you gotta accept everything.
You gotta take everything in, and it's like, man, listen, what, you love fucking trees, nigga?
LGBTQIA.
Yeah, like how many more letters?
I say it's the ABCDLBGT.
How many more letters y'all want to put on this? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting laughable. It's a joke, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I don't want to do nothing against nobody. I don't want to advocate any violence on anybody. But don't force me to accept this.
Yeah.
And don't put this on who is signing off the rights to put a program like that on TV for my kids to see. Like,
and that's the same
if you
thing
feel
I'm
like
rocking
you
with.
are LGBTQRAFB, then okay, here's a channel for you. Don't put it on the shit that, you know what I'm saying, my kids watch on the regular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Without telling me what's going on. Without, you know what I'm saying, implying to my child what this is going on. You're just putting it on them.
Keeping with this shit, man.
Yeah.
It was a video on Barcroft. I don't know if those out there that's familiar with Barcroft. Can you tell the story while I go to the bathroom? Pause. No. I got to take a piss, man. Oh, we might have to punch in on this one. I'll rock with it, man. So there's a story out there that's online right now on Barcroft TV. And those that's not familiar with Barcroft, basically they have like a lot of different weird content. Like recently they had this woman, they had this woman that was a white woman that decided to take some kind of medication and make herself black. It turned her skin pigmentation black. Like, and not even like a natural black to where she actually looked like a black woman. She looked like she looked like these damn keyboards that's right here in front of me. Real nasty, disgusting chick. She also had breast augmentation done where I guess she wants to have the largest breast in the world. And it's really ridiculous. It's to the point where she can hook up her own pump to her breast and pump them shits up to as large as she want to. So Barcroft TV is known for making these outrageous videos with these outrageous people that have outrageous freaking stories. So one of the stories that I came across was a story about this transgender couple. Now, I might get a little confused talking about this shit, but the couple is naturally born a male and a female, right? Naturally born male and female. So they eventually got together, but they're transgendered, so the male feels like he's a female and the female feels like she's a male. So in the midst of this transition, they as a couple decide that they want to go ahead and have children. So remember now, it's a transgender couple. The male is a male, or the male born a male decide to transition into female, and the female born a female decides to transition into a male, and they want to have a child together. So,
bang, bang.
So I'm watching this shit, and somehow, the female born a female got pregnant.
What you mean somehow? Don't fucking say shit like that. Ain't no somehow. So, all right. So, my nigga Doug did a really good job at setting this up. However, I want to say, like, listen, it's
Let me go get some ice.
Dude that's born a man. He decides, or, you know, since we got to accept all this shit, that he's not a man, he's a female. So he's wearing all the wigs, he's wearing the female clothing, he's talking with the lisp, he's has all the mannerisms down. However, technically, this is still a man because he still has a penis and he still has sperm and he's still able to, you know, breed a female. So he or she,
whatever he decides to identify as,
is in a relationship with a female, or that identifies herself as a male, dresses with the hat backwards, the overly baggy clothes.
Basically, she looked like Manny Fresh.
She looked like fucking Manny Fresh. Goat DJ, Yeah, like she looked like Manny Fresh.
Yeah.
But she identifies herself as a male.
And is in the process of taking hormones to become a male or
to fully become a male. Mm-hmm. That person, I forget what the fuck that person's name is. She or he. Okay, I don't have to acknowledge it. Listen, it's a she, but you know what I'm saying. If she wants to be a he, then whoever wants to acknowledge her as an he can do that. However, I not decided, but I acknowledge her as a she. She who dresses like a he is in a relationship with a he who dresses like a she.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Let's hold on. I'm getting confused even thinking about
Right. That's exactly what the fuck is happening right now.
So the girl born a woman. We talking about born genders here.
Born. Okay, let's talk about it. Okay,
so the one that's born a woman actually got pregnant.
But if you can't see how ugly Manny Fresh is, then you really can't really catch the vision of.
But both of them ugly as shit.
They both ugly as fuck. Yeah, they both ugly as fuck.
Yeah. As a male or a female, whatever it is, they both ugly as shit.
Y'all ugly as motherfuckers.
So they decided to have a kid together.
Y'all both should be he's.
And the female, the natural born female in this situation, was kind of like upset about it. She was just like, I didn't necessarily want to go through the process of being pregnant, but homeboy wanted the kid. So because I love,
and they made a beautiful child.
They did.
That's wild.
They did.
Made a beautiful child.
But when I look at it now, like what kind of environment or what kind of household situation is this child growing up in? Where is this child gonna grow up like literally thinking that daddy is mommy and mommy is daddy?
You know, let's talk about the fact that are they gay, period?
No, they're not.
Technically, they're not gay.
They're not gay at all.
Because if you were a he that dresses like a she and she's a she that dresses like a he and y'all both resemble the part, either ways, it's still a he and a she fucking.
I agree.
So y'all 100%.
So like when I look at that shit, I say, what's the sense then?
Yeah.
Especially like at the end of the day, I feel like as human beings, we wanna get together with somebody.
Yo, this is trying to understand time traveling, yo. Yeah, what's really going on right now?
How do we get in the DeLorean and go back to 1985?
Yeah.
Like,
and if I met my mother, right, and I said this to her, like,
how is this possible?
Yeah.
What if my mom fell in love with me?
Yeah, right. This is wild, man.
So
this is wild.
They're not gay, but both of them are in love with each other. A male and a female is in love with each other, but the female feel like she's a male and the male feel like he's a female. Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
What? Yeah, indeed. And they went ahead and had sex a traditional way, because we gotta say traditional,
right? And then how does the female who thinks she's a male feel about that?
Taking some dick?
You feel like, yo, man, I just got my manhood taken,
right,
son.
Right, yeah. For real, yo. Like, what? And like for dude to let him off, like somebody had been joining this shit. Like come on, like let's keep it a buck. Like, yeah, this whole thing is just crazy. But at the same, like what it breaks down to me is like, yo, people, everybody makes up their own reality, man.
100%, bro.
Everybody makes up their own reality, and
hey, you know what?
They try to not force, but it's like I feel like, why am I being forced to accept your version of what reality is?
Let's just leave it at there, man.
I know you,
because we can talk about this shit all damn day.
Yeah.
Everybody makes up their own reality.
Yeah,
I fully rock with that shit, bro. Moving on, man.
Yeah,
NRA, right?
Okay.
NRA came out with this video. And the video, you know what? Basically, let me just go ahead and play this video so that y'all can kind of hear it and listen to it. And you guys can give me your thoughts on it or I guess at the same time, we'll talk about it, right?
Okay.
So let me just kind of introduce it a little bit. NRA made this video. It's a very controversial video.
Well, just listen to the video and you decide what you think about it.
Let me hold on. What's going on here? All right, so y'all just listen to this video and y'all, I don't know, just listen to the fucking video and we're gonna talk about it after.
They use their media to assassinate real news.
Or watch it on YouTube.
They use their schools to teach children that their president is another Hitler. They use their movie stars and singers and comedy shows and award shows to repeat their narrative over and over again. And then they use their ex-president to endorse the resistance, all to make them march, make them protest, make them scream racism and sexism and xenophobia and homophobia, to smash windows, burn cars, shut down interstates and airports, bully and terrorize the law-abiding, until the only option left is for the police to do their jobs and stop the madness. And when that happens, they'll use it as an excuse for their outrage. The only way we stop this, the only way we save our country and our freedom, is to fight this violence of lies with the clenched fist of truth. I'm the National Rifle Association of America, and I'm freedom's safest place.
Hold on.
Freedom's safest place.
Hold on. I know this might take a little bit of time.
Okay, we gonna gotta set up the video. We gonna play the video. Let y'all make your decisions.
I want to hold on.
Get right into it, Dub.
Hold on. Let's listen to this shit one more time, dude.
Well, you could punch it in, right?
I could.
So punch it in.
All right.
So at this point, we're gonna assume that y'all heard the shit, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right. If you want to rewind it, Dub wants you to listen to it one more time.
Listen to that.
Go
shit.
ahead. Play it one more time.
Play one more time.
Play it one more time. Play it one more time.
Just listen. Just listen to this shit, bro.
All right.
They use their media to assassinate real news. They use their schools to teach children that their president is another Hitler. They use their movie stars and singers and comedy shows and award shows to repeat their narrative over and over again. And then they use their ex-president to endorse the resistance, all to make them march, make them protest, make them scream racism and sexism and xenophobia and homophobia, to smash windows, burn cars, shut down interstates and airports, bully and terrorize the law-abiding, until the only option left is for the police to do their jobs and stop the madness. And when that happens, they'll use it as an excuse for their outrage. The only way we stop this, the only way we save our country and our freedom, is to fight this violence of lies with the clenched fist of truth. I'm the National Rifle Association of America, and I'm freedom's safest place.
Who is they?
Who is they?
Who is they?
Who is they?
I know. Listen, you about to comment on this video and say, "Oh, y'all gonna make up whatever y'all want to hear. People hear what they want to hear, and you want to be racist and all that." I get it. I get why you'd say that.
Who is they though?
But from my perspective, I'm asking the same thing Dub is asking. Who is they? And I heard, I'm only saying who's they, but I know who they is. I know they is me. I know they is black people.
All right, so in that
I know their former president is Barack Obama.
Of course.
I know their current president. I know the current president that we're assassinating, making to be like Hitler is Donald Trump.
Yeah. All right, so they is black folks. The former president is Barack Obama. Current president is Donald Trump. Let's kind of stick with that. So, because it's different layers to this shit. So, did you see the Black Lives Matter response to this video?
Correct. I did. Yeah.
All right. So, Black Lives Matter basically came out and they made a video response to this situation or to this video, and basically that they were saying that it's the way it looks like is open season on black folks. And to be honest with you, there's almost no other way to look at it.
Absolutely.
Because the they in this video, the NRA did not make it clear who the they is.
They did. I heard it.
Well, when they talk about different, the protest and they make the schools this way and they do this and they do that and they still didn't make it clear who the they is. So what they did was they leave it, they being the NRA, the NRA left it to you and me and the rest of America to decide who the they is that they're talking about.
Okay, so for those that don't understand who the NRA is, who's NRA?
The NRA is the National Rifle Association. And basically what the National Rifle Association does is it fights for the gun rights for Americans pretty much at all costs. Yeah. That's what they say that they do.
They have about, what, something like 5 million members?
Oh, they have a whole bunch of members.
Are you a member of that?
I am not a member of the NRA.
Okay.
So let me just start it off by saying this. I am for gun rights. I am pro Second Amendment, meaning the right to bear arms and all of that shit. I encourage, especially black folks in America, if you're level-headed, if you're able to be responsible, I encourage you to become a gun owner and be a gun owner, responsible gun owner in the United States of America, just in case.
But I love what you just said right there, Dub, because that's a clear and specific point.
Yeah.
It's like, if you are a responsible person, an 11-headed person,
I
encourage you to get yourself a weapon.
Be proficient in that weapon. Let me kind of add on to that. Be proficient in that weapon. Train with it.
Train with it. Have the best knowledge.
Exactly.
About this weapon that you can.
Yes.
And
I encourage that.
Exactly 1,000% what the NRA advocates. That's what they were founded upon is not only people's rights to bear arms, but they believe in people's rights to show people how to use these weapons that they have. Yeah. To the scientific value of it, to all aspect of it. They feel like everyone should know what's going on with the arms. And every time there's a bill passed and everything like that, if you're a member of the NRA, they'll send you out letters and everything, let you know what the progress is and what's going on when it comes to gun control. So that's why there's a lot of people informed in your area as far as gun control and what the laws are in certain states, and
as it should be, as everybody should,
as everyone should be. Yeah. So the NRA, I fucks with that aspect of what the NRA is. Yeah. But however, why is the NRA doing this right now?
I have no clue. And that's the reason why this video is really controversial, is because once again,
they're a nonprofit. They're technically supposed to be nonprofit.
Who is the they in this video that they're talking about? So I played the video twice. Y'all can go back and rewind it and then come back to this point. But who is the they in the video that they're talking about? Because to me, as a logical thinking person, as a person that, like I said, I believe in the Second Amendment, I believe in my right to bear arms, X, Y, and Z. I believe that they're talking about black folks. Yeah. As in a majority. Yeah. Because it's like they're talking about protesters and they're talking about black folks. Yeah. I look at it and I say, why would you make a video like this? Yeah. Why would you not make it clear who and what you are talking about? Make that clear. Because don't say they.
No,
that's a vague word.
You're not gonna do that because I mean, at the end of the day, man, I feel like although the NRA is supposed to be a nonprofit group, and that's what they founded upon, I don't believe they are.
Oh, of course they're for profit.
They're for profit.
I don't know if you've bought a firearm before, but I've bought at least 3 or 4 firearms so far. Right. Automatically it comes with an NRA sticker, and it comes with a form that you could sign up to become a member of the NRA. Right. So pretty much any and every handgun, weapon, rifle, whatever you buy in the United States, whether it's manufactured in the United States or not, you're going to get an NRA membership form in there that encourages you to become a member of the NRA.
Yeah. So they take care of their members. They inform their members. Right, very well. So, like I said, again, it's all about profit. So the NRA put out product videos like this and content like this to rally people to go out and buy guns.
I agree.
And as a black man, seeing this, I'm going out and buying a gun too.
I hear you.
So this is all for profit. Your flat screen TV is not made because it's for your convenience. It's made because I want to make money, and I'm going to sell you this flat screen TV or your iPhone or your Samsung phone.
Yeah.
I'm making the best product so you could come buy it.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with these guns. They want people to continuously to buy these guns, not to protect themselves, not to defend themselves, but for a profit.
At the same time, I think that this is also kind of striking fear into people's hearts. Once again, making the they very vague. It's leaving you to come
interpret,
up with to interpret what she's saying in this video.
And my interpretation is they is me.
And that's my interpretation as well. So Black Lives Matter made a video in response to this video. And basically they interpreted it the same way that we interpreted it. Not to go ahead and play their video as well. But do your research and check it out. Black Lives Matter made a video and they interpreted it the same way we did. Now, what any mainstream white organization does, kind of like what Fox News does, is they get a black person to represent them and to shoot out their same points, right? So I told Killa about this this dude a while back. This dude named Coleon Noir, right? I follow him on Instagram. I follow him on YouTube. I rock with a lot of the videos that he puts out, and I rock with a lot of the ideologies that he has, right? So basically what rose this dude to prominence is basically he made, and the reason, the way I found out about him is when I went to go purchase my first firearm. I went to YouTube and I said, let me do a gun review. I wanted a 45 caliber pistol. Went there and his videos had the most views. And basically what he did was he kind of cinematically embraced or made the gun review like real cinematic. It was like you watching that shit and it's like a movie. Like, yo, it's informative and it's entertaining at the same time. So he kind of rose to prominence from there, got the attention of the NRA, and now basically he's a member of the NRA. So kind of like Fox News, the NRA decided that, all right, black people is kind of upset about this video that this chick came out with, or the female that's Dana Lash is her name, Loesh. They was like, all right, black people is kind of feeling a way about this video. So what we do, we get another black person to kind of re-inject what we're saying so that black people could receive it better. So you watched the Coleon Noir video.
I watched Coleon,
How you feel about his video?
If I had watched that first, I would have fuck with Coleon. He sold me.
Sold you?
He sold me. He did. I'm keeping it a buck with you, because I mean, if I'm speaking from the person that has a level of ignorance on who the NRA is and what they're there for and what their purpose is, and again, someone that feels like guns are necessary because if the criminals could have guns, so should I.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So coming from that perspective and hearing what he was saying and the points that he was hitting on, if I hadn't heard the NRA original, I would fuck with Coleon saying.
But you did hear the NRA original.
I did.
So how do you feel about what Coleon said in response to the Black Lives Matter video that was made in response to the original NRA ad?
Okay, I feel like that you can't really look too much into it. I feel like you have to take things on the surface with this. If you go deep, Coleon is making some good points.
Pause right there. I feel like a lot of the points that Coleon made in this video was 100% accurate, right?
Right.
But I feel like his direction in the video followed what the NRA wanted him to do.
Right. Absolutely.
So he defined the they that Dana Lash spoke about in the original video that wasn't defined.
Right. He did. However,
Go ahead.
for him defining the they, he still found a way to flip that the they, according to the Black Lives Matter, is inaccurate.
Yes, I agree.
So even though we all know what the they is,
Yeah.
he said that the they that the Black Lives Matter movement interpreted is inaccurate, which is true. It is true according to me or how I feel. However, it's still all wrong.
What's all wrong?
I feel like the reason because the reason why he made this was in rebuttal to the Black Lives Matter to shut down a point.
Yeah.
And
So some of the points that he hit in his video was he draw the conclusion to the they being the liberal Democrats,
right,
basically liberal rich Democrats in this country. So he kind of brought up how Chicago is under the rule of liberal rich Democrats. He brought up Hillary Clinton and her, the Bill Clinton crime bill from 1994, saying
Accurate.
that Joe Biden wrote the bill and Bill Clinton signed it into law, and also Hillary Clinton with her definition of young black inner city youth as super predators, kind of defined that.
Yeah.
The Black Lives Matter video spoke specifically about Philando Castile and why the NRA didn't comment directly on Philando Castile, especially when the verdict was rendered. And Philando Castile, for all that don't know, is the dude that got shot in, I think it was Washington, Seattle, somewhere in that area, where him and his girlfriend was in the car.
He himself did not give a clear point opinion about how he felt about that video.
He kind of did. He did in other videos, and he kind of did in this video as well.
But I'm keeping it real with you. This is the first video I've seen of him personally, though.
Okay. Well,
So-
he had other videos where he kind of made it clear how he felt about it.
I don't give a shit about all these other videos, and not dismissing it or dismissing your point. However, I feel like I represent the rest of everybody else. This is what I'm seeing now. What you're putting out now in regards to this now.
Yeah.
And I feel like you got to do a better job at sticking to how you originally felt about everything to this point now, or stay off of it.
Well, once again, and he kind of alluded to this in his video, where people kind of say that the NRA is using him as a pawn, and how he's an Uncle Tom, and he's this and he's that. But basically, as a people that kind of feel a certain way,
Yeah.
and I don't want to categorize myself as either liberal or conservative. I always go back to I remember Chris Rock did a stand up. I feel like it was Bigger and Blacker. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Chris Rock did a stand up a little while ago, a couple years ago, at least 10 years or more, where basically he was just like, listen. He said, when it comes to issues, you can't be completely liberal on every issue or completely conservative on every issue. This was before I even understood what liberal and conservative is. So he was like, when it comes to prostitution, he said, I'm liberal. Yo, if they want to prostitute themselves, I'm all for it. I'll rock with that. When it comes to crime, I'm conservative. Punish those that commit crimes, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. So basically his whole story was that you can't be completely liberal on everything and completely conservative on everything. You have to know the issue. It's all on an issue-to-issue basis.
Yeah.
So back to Coleon Lawar, he was trying to make it seem like this whole video that the NRA came out with was strictly talking about liberal, democratic white folks.
Right.
But us as black folks took it the wrong way. And also Black Lives Matter, he also said that there's a rich white
Man funding them.
funding them would that completely change their views, and now they're just a race baiting organization.
Right.
So once again, that's what large white conglomerates do. Like, that's the same shit they do on Fox News. When
I
you
think
have
that right there killed everything that he had to say after there and after. When you took Black Lives Matter movement and you classed them as a movement that is being ran by white people, paid off by white people to push a specific agenda, that you regardless of that, if that's what they're trying to do, there's still a message that needs to be heard based on the Black Lives Matter movement. And I feel like as a black man, regardless if you agree with them or not, or you agree with the leader of the black, or do the whole shit with the ape and the blue jacket from fucking Planet of the Apes and all that bullshit, whatever. At the end of the day, I don't want to agree with everything that goes on. I don't agree with the looting and whatever that takes place within the Black Lives Matter organization. But there is still a specific and important agenda and a specific and important message that Black Lives Matter means. And I think as a black man, even if you don't agree with everything that's going on in there, you still should make it a point to still stand up for black people. And you didn't do that.
I agree.
So
he tried to do it in the beginning, where he kind of started off and he said, as Black Lives Matter exemption, this is what I believe in, and I believe that the Black Lives Matter stood for the relationship between police and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. So he did try to make it known in the beginning that he understood what Black Lives Matter stood for initially. But then as the video went on, it's a 13-minute video, he kind of said that money caused Black Lives Matter to change their tune. So now they're no longer standing up for black people and the oppressive nature of the United States and the laws and the police and this, that, and the third. Now
they're opposing to the NRA.
They're opposing to the NRA because the white liberals want them to be opposed to the NRA. And the NRA is racist. And the NRA is this. And he was basically trying to state his points by saying the NRA isn't racist because we did this and we did that. And he cited specific cases that they did.
Cool. So before we go tit for tat, Dub, I'm asking you, based on the original video that was put out by the NRA, were you offended as a black man?
As a black man, I wasn't necessarily offended, but I do feel under attack. I do feel like I wasn't offended.
So wait. Somebody is sending goods to kill you and you're not offended by this?
I'm not offended.
You're not offended by the act?
No. I feel like the original video was left purposely vague so that if you think of the NRA, I don't know the membership. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know the membership. I don't know how many black people are a member. I don't know how many white people are members of the NRA.
Yeah.
But I go by a lot of the videos that I see, a lot of the comments that are made. To me, a lot of the people that are members of the NRA happen to be very conservative, probably racist white folks. So when I say I'm not offended, the video didn't offend me. It didn't offend me at all.
But you felt attacked, though.
Yes. I felt like
so
the
isn't
video...
the attack an offense, though?
Kind of, but when I watched the video, I felt like it's a propaganda video.
Yeah,
it's
definitely
like one of those,
absolutely is a propaganda video.
It's like, us white people, we're afraid, so we need to do this.
No, we're not afraid.
It don't say exactly what we as white folks need to do.
Yeah.
It says,
or it doesn't say what we're afraid of.
We need to fight this injustice with the clenched fist of whatever.
Yeah.
Like, the video was put out there to make white folks afraid. And I don't think and I don't think that it's meant to have white folks afraid of other white liberals.
No.
I feel like it's meant to make white folks afraid.
Yeah.
Invoke fear amongst white folks against black people that's protesting because they specifically know
or
they're protesters.
Or they're going to get their way.
Yeah.
Buy up now.
And another thing in that video was our country. Mm-hmm. Who is our country? Is our country...
like I said last week,
is our country conservative whites our country?
Yeah.
Is it liberal whites our country? Is it white people our country? Is it black people our country? What the fuck is our country?
They told you. They said make the president seem like the president is Hitler. They told you.
The NRA did a bad job.
They did a good job of expressing who the fuck they really are.
They did that. They definitely did
that.
But they did a bad job of making it clear of who they are talking to in the video.
No, they didn't. They did a perfect job of making it seem like who they are referring to.
What they did was they left it up to the people to come up with their own conclusions. They left it up to me and you and the rest of the however millions of Americans to come up with their own conclusions.
Okay, so I'm not going to play ignorant right now. I'm not going to do that. So are you saying that being that they left it to interpretation, that how I'm feeling right now is my interpretation, however somebody else is gonna feel like it's a different interpretation?
Exactly, because if you read the comments on the videos, a lot of these fucking people that's out there, oh, you fucking libtards and you liberals and you snowflakes, you feel like this and you feel like that and you feel like this and you feel like that, but at the same time you're not telling me how you feel. You're not telling me how you feel about this video, even though you in support of it. You're just trying to disregard how I feel.
But exactly. So now that's what I'm feeling like. Nobody's going to specifically say, okay, yeah, it's against black people, et cetera,
of course
et cetera,
not.
et cetera. No.
It's left up to interpretation. And that's exactly what they did. And that's exactly what they tried to do, to leave it up to the people to interpret who are we talking about in this video. And they give
Who's
little vague.
Okay. All right, stop.
All right.
As a black member of the NRA, and it's hard to put myself in the position of a black member of the NRA because I'm not a black member of the NRA. But let's suppose you were. Who would you feel this is in regards to?
As a black member of the NRA, I would probably subscribe to exactly what Coleon Noir brainwashed ass is talking about in his video. And like I said, I rock with him. I rock with a lot of his videos. I rock with a lot of his point of views. For those that's not up on him, listen to his videos. Watch his videos, this, that, and the third.
It's dangerous to listen to his videos because he's making good points.
He's making great points.
I'm taking things on the level of what they're saying to me.
So
how I feel when I walk away.
If you look at it, what he does and what a lot of people do is they put the Second Amendment like it's the first, right? So I remember a while ago, we spoke about the First Amendment, and we're saying the First Amendment is the freedom of speech. Directly, the Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. So the Second Amendment is kind of defending the First Amendment. Like I'd be like, yo, man, fuck y'all niggas. I don't give a fuck about this, that, and the third.
And if you come at me,
niggas need to die, blah, 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 blah. And if you come at me, I got the right to defend myself. So when the First Amendment came out, the Second Amendment was needed to defend the First Amendment. So if I'm him, that's how I feel, because I'm so blinded by the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms being the most important right. And I kind of agree that maybe it kind of is the most important right that you have as an American is the right to bear arms, because you have the right to defend yourself against a tyrannical government, blah, 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 blah. Read it if you get a chance. But I'm not looking at it as a black person. I'm looking at it as an American. And that's what America wants us to do. Even though Americans, the original term for American is not me and you. It's for a European person that came across the seas to here. And, you know.
So once you land here, these are ways you can decide to live your life based on these laws and rules that we were written in. It's not for a black person. So you feel like this needs to be rewritten?
What?
The amendments and all the.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that the amendment or the Constitution needs to be rewritten. Yeah. I'm just saying, as a black person in America, I understand what the original intention of the Constitution of America is for.
Right.
And it's not for me.
And
I feel like all black people need to understand that. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like all able-minded, able-bodied, sound, mind, spirit, soul, whatever you want to call it, black folks in America need to exercise their rights and bear arms and just be responsible with it.
Right. Okay. So the right to bear arms, like what are the purposes that you feel like someone would need to be in the position of a firearm?
To be able to defend yourself, especially
against what?
One, the government. Right. Two, against another person who might have a firearm on them. Against another person who's bearing arms.
Okay.
So
I don't know too many shootouts that, oh shit, this nigga was shooting at me, so I shot at him.
It's not too many.
It's not too many.
Not too many, but
so it's a far-fetched point to make. Although
I wouldn't say that
it's a plausible point to make. It's far-fetched. I don't feel like it's the norm. I feel like it's an uncommon thing.
It's
for you to get into a gun shootout with somebody else.
Like I believe it was either Styles P or Jadakiss. They was like, yo, I keep a pistol on me. It's just like ID. You know what I'm saying? When do you need your ID? How often do you need your ID? You need your ID when you get pulled over. You need your ID when you go to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when you get a job or some shit, but it's not that many instances when you need your ID, but you keep it on you just in case you need it. So I feel the same way about a firearm.
Yeah.
You have it just in case you need it. It don't benefit you to not have it and to need it than to need it and not have it.
Yeah. But what I feel like is like that point can be sold or be presented at all times and be valid no matter what era or what time it is in or who
Agreed.
The race or whoever it is. That point can be appealed to anybody. You shouldn't have to make it specific or leave it up to interpretation about, is this point about black people or who is the enemy? It's just a point that if you need this thing, would you rather be caught with it or caught without it? And that's solely what a gun should be about. Do you want to have it or not have it? Don't tell me what the scenarios could be, because the scenarios can change tomorrow.
Definitely.
Any scenarios.
When I look at these videos, though,
but how do you feel as a person? Do you feel like you rather have this or don't have it?
When I look at these videos, I feel like these videos that they made is deeper than that.
It is. It's becoming deeper because they feel it's money involved.
I feel like the original video is much deeper, and I think that the Black Lives Matter response is basically a response for a general response for black folks, and then I think that the Coleon Noir response was a response for the white American conservative, who he says and who they feel like they're colorblind. They're just looking at this as a Second Amendment issue, but I don't feel like it's
is he
a Second
saying that
Amendment
because he's a
issue.
black man, or is he saying that because there's money involved for him?
I feel like he's saying that because there's money involved for him. That's what I feel. And like I said, once again, I rock with the dude. I rock with a lot of the shit that he says.
I do.
I
Like
rock with a lot of the shit that he does.
Thing, because if I'd seen his content without seeing the original NRA video, I would have completely subscribed to his way of thinking.
My thing with this is that why have him make this video? Why not have the same chick, Dana Lash? Why not have her make this video instead of having him make it?
Same thing with, you know what I'm saying? Those are the things that we have to pay more attention to.
And I think
not what they're specifically saying, but what are they doing?
And I think that he needs to think about that as well.
I think he's
because if
more concerned about cultivating a new audience for himself and propel his career and being a proud member of the NRA, which is not a. I mean, look, at the end of the day, yeah, NRA is a dope thing or a cool thing as a going on and
once
to be
again,
a part of.
I respect what they do. They do fight for even if you don't exercise it, even though the next person don't exercise it, they fight for the gun rights of Americans in the United States. But there's also a cost behind it. It's a human cost. Mm-hmm. It's a financial cost. Yeah. It's a lot of different costs behind it that it's a lot to get into in one episode or one conversation or whatever the case is. But I feel like he's aware of that, and he being paid by the NRA, I don't know how much he get paid, how much he don't get paid. But I feel like he understands that, and he is on the side of, hey, I'm good. Yeah. They paying me, or hey, he even said in his video, we talk about who fights for gun rights and black folks or whatever. I'm a spokesman for the MRA. We did this, that, and the third. You know, Black Guns Matter. He talked about the leader of that dude, and you know, a situation where Chicken Philly had crossed over to New Jersey. Yeah, and you know, I guess the NRA helped defend her. Dude in Chicago, all kind of different stages. He definitely pointed out a lot of positive situations that the NRA helped in. And I don't want to say that, you know, this conversation is, you know, we bashing the NRA. No, and we this and we that. I'm just saying that what he did,
is wrong, wrong is wrong, right is right, wrong is wrong.
Exactly. What he did was take the focus off the original video. Yes. And the video left a lot to interpretation. The video didn't specify who the they was. If you talking about liberal white Americans, say it. Tell me you're talking about liberal white Americans. If you're talking about protesters specifically, tell me you're talking about protesters. Yes. Don't just sit there, they this.
And then show that, the images of white people looting and polluting. But because, you know what I'm saying? That's not what that's not what I saw when I was hearing the message.
I didn't even look at who the fuck was protesting.
I heard what you were saying, my nigga. Yeah. I feel threatened by what you're saying. That's all I heard. So I don't want to hear, you look at the videos, they show white people looting and polluting. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck. I heard what you said.
Exactly.
I heard what you said. I know.
Take the video out of it.
Yeah.
And for those
what you said.
For those that are listening to this conversation on SoundCloud, take the video out of it. Go watch the video later, but just listen to what we posted. Yeah. Listen to that and tell me if
you didn't hear what we exactly, man.
Moving on to some lighter shit, man. Yeah. Power episode 3. You saw it?
Yeah. I thought it was a dope episode. I like that episode. I like that.
Do you like the way that they got the DNA evidence up out of there?
I like the way they got the DNA evidence the fuck out of there. Yeah. You didn't?
I'm sitting here trying to. I know that was basically the gist of the episode, was to kind of get the DNA evidence out of there. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of it like exactly how they did it and what exactly went on in the episode, and I can't really think of anything other than DNA evidence is no longer involved in there. I can't think of anything else that's significant in that episode.
But even with that, that's significant in the fact that that's how the courts work, man. That's how people get off. That's how LJ and motherfuckers get off.
Yeah, like, definitely.
When you eliminate something, you know what I'm saying, off the board. Like, you mean I can't argue this is a point? But this is a great point. But nah, bro, you can't use it. So now what else?
Because of the way that it was brought into the situation.
So now what else are you going to use to prove your argument?
Going back to Trav, who we kind of started off this situation, the whole podcast with. Yeah,
shout out to Trav.
Shout out to Trav. Trav is the defense lawyer, and basically what he did was he worked for the state of Georgia, and he used to make jokes about it all the time. I get paid by the state to argue with the state. It's basically the basis of your job. You get paid by the state to argue with the state. And he loved that shit, bro. And when I look at it, I say, why is it that you have to bring evidence in this specific way? Why you can't bring it? You know what I'm saying? So you have to kind of level with the judge and say, hey, you know, this is the reason why I'm bringing this evidence in, and this evidence was brought in that way, and this evidence was obtained this way, and blah, 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 blah. Instead of, if I'm not guilty of some shit, why can't I just bring every evidence in possible to show why I'm not guilty of whatever it is you accusing me of being guilty of?
It's not that why can't you? It's just like they're gonna punch holes in every bit of your theory, and it's like, how are you prepared to defend every aspect of what you're trying to introduce?
But the thing is that it's rules to the engagement, bro.
Okay, yeah.
You can't just bring in any. If you're gonna
say why can't I bring in anything, then it's why can't I argue it how I want to?
Pretty much. Why can't I?
But you just said there's a bunch of rules and shit.
That's what I'm saying. What's the purpose for the rules? The rules is set up for you to lose.
Nah, not necessarily. I don't feel like the rules are set up for you.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Okay, as it should be, right?
Should it?
Shouldn't it? I'm just saying, bro. Like, all right, we're looking at, if you're looking at something as a corrupt cop or somebody that's interested in breaking the rules, then of course then you're gonna be objective towards it. But if you're looking at it as somebody coming from an honest perspective, then why can't I use what you just fucking said
against
you?
The defendant, though. We're not talking about the prosecutor.
Okay,
we're the defendant. So if I get arrested for X, Y, and Z, and I say to you, man, fuck the police, I can't stand the police, blah, 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 blah. That could be used against me in the court of law.
Yeah. I mean, okay, yeah, of course, because
Mr. P. Double, he had a predisposed assessment of the United States of America and blah, 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 blah,
okay,
blah. All that shit could be used against me. Why?
Why not, my nigga? Because you know what?
Because the system is against me.
No,
that's why. The system is not designed for me to get off, bro. It's not designed for that. It's designed for me to go to jail. It's designed for me to pay as much restitution or time as possible. That's what it's designed for. It's not designed for me to get off.
Okay, so you want a system that's designed for you to get off? That's what you're saying?
I want a system that's equal.
Okay. All right, cool. So but in order for me to know what to advocate for or to pursue against or what have you, I need to know how you feel.
Not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily.
You don't need to know how I feel. You just need to know if I'm playing by your rules or not.
But here's the thing, though. Everybody gets to make the rules. We're men. We're not perfect. So whether it's white or black, somebody's gonna be making the rules. Who's to determine what's fair or not fair?
The courts.
The court? Who the fuck is the courts, my nigga? This imaginary? Yes, people. People make laws and make rules and make all this shit. So if you say this is not fair, all right, cool. We need to change this.
So when we speaking specifically about power, right? What was the reason? I forgot. And I'm genuinely asking.
Okay,
you
genuinely.
What was the reason why that the evidence? What was the evidence? What was the reason why the DNA evidence in this show, in this case, was thrown out?
Okay, the reason why, because they obtained the DNA under his fingers, of the victim's fingers, because they said that they introduced it as it was a struggle between him and Ghost. Fighting in his apartment. That's how the DNA got underneath his fingers.
But that wasn't true.
That's not true.
Exactly.
So the actual DNA was recovered because of the fact that he pulled over Ghost and he slammed Ghost on the car. Now, the fact that that was not introduced, even though their lawyers were informed about that incident, they never introduced it and they never presented it as a possibility. Okay. So therefore, you did not initially introduce this. So let's get rid of both arguments.
And I agree with that. But now let's just look at it in the bigger picture. Now, when we're talking about the jury, this is all of this right here. What's going on right here now in Power is a battle between what can we tell a jury and what can we not tell a jury.
Right.
So once again, back to my homie Trav. This is like the instrumental part of a trial where you try to figure out what's the person's mindset. Do they love police? Do they love the concept of justice or not? This, that, and the third. So you're trying to figure that out with each and every 1 through 12 person that you're picking for the jury. Right? So you're trying to figure out a way to pimp them.
Yeah. Okay. But even still, all right. Let's say we try and pimp it. Right? Isn't it still a throw of the dice? Right? That you get 12 people or whoever.
It is a throw of the dice. But what you're doing, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the odds in your favor.
All right. So it's all a game.
Hunger Games.
No matter how.
May the odds be in your favor.
Facts, B.
Niggas go to prison every day, B.
Every day, son. Yeah, man. How much you pay that Jewish dude, man?
Listen. To make a long story short, Power is a dope series, man. Yo, when y'all checking out this series, kind of look into these little things that we talking about here. That's all.
Yeah, those things make it interesting. It definitely does, man. I think it was a good episode. Whether you like or hate the characters, man, I think it's a dope episode. I'm wondering what's going on with Tommy and other homeboys. Is Tommy gonna end up killing the Spanish dude? I can't remember his name, man.
Which Spanish dude?
The dude that cause he kind of like undercut the dude that kind of undercut him with the drug dealing dude that's that approached Trey and introduced the Asian chick. Like
that's remain to be seen.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah. But,
like I said to you last time, I feel like it's definitely it's introducing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I just hope that they find a way to kind of bring it together where it's not like rush that in.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
You got your
oh shit, verse of the week. You ain't send that on the fucking email, my nigga.
I did send it on the email, man.
So you ain't send it on the email. I forgot about verse of the week. I ain't gonna lie.
Every week,
we haven't been doing it.
Week,
I'm trying to get used to the verse of the week joint, man. So you got something?
Yeah. I got something,
all right,
man.
Go ahead and rock with what you rocking with, man. I'll try to come up with something in the meantime.
I mean, you know what? At this point, just think of something where you just think it's just dope. You ain't necessarily got to be rocking with it. Got to be brand new, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. So, just kind of go to something earlier that we was talking about. We was talking about the boy Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times when I listen to music, I want to listen to something that is not necessarily where it's fantasy based, where it's like, yo, just dope bars where Cannabis back in the days example where he was just like, yo, I've been rocking the days before Honest Abe signed a paper to free slaves, before Neanderthals was rolling on walls and caves, before you know what I'm saying?
More bar.
I existed in the Garden of Eden getting lifted
before,
sticking dick to Eve before Eve. She was Adam's mistress. Before Christ created Christmas. I've been a lyrical fetish. Like, even though that was like the dopest shit ever, like sometimes you want to be in tune with some shit that's kind of real and how the artist is feeling at the time and this, that, and the third. So, Tyler, the Creator.
Okay.
Scum fuck Flower Boy. Stupid ass album title.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is definitely a dope verse. And I was kind of going between this one and he had a joint where Lil Wayne was on one of the tracks. And Lil Wayne had a decent verse too. But I feel like this was like a realistic verse and it was realistic to him and what he's going through or supposedly going through. And it's a track called November on his album, Scumfuck Flower Boy. Can't stop saying that. A track on his album called November, man. Y'all just check it out. And I feel like this is a really, really dope verse, man. Got dope wordplay. It has meaning behind what he's saying, especially meaning to him. Not necessarily meaning to me, but check it out. fuck that, I'm the illest spitter. Every time I take a breath on the beat, I simply body niggas. I'm like a father figure, and I ain't rocking with ya. See, I'ma let y'all talk, I ain't gonna stop you, nigga. Then I'ma beat that ass for tough talking. Tell your mama that the big dog was all bite, no barking. I'm a different breed, definitely dominant. You see my chest, how it poke out, the prominence. I speak once, not twice, a beast amongst mice. Violate, I get rid of you, I'm not nice. But my pen game, that's another conversation. I'm so slick with these lines, they don't know what I'm saying. They be praying and praying on my downfall, and then they all get together like a town hall and discuss all the damage that I could do to them. But I'ma treat them like Marshawn and run through them. Through a motherfucker face, motherfucker wait. P-double ain't here to motherfucking play. You can hear it in these words that I fucking say. You really thought it was playtime? Not today. Brutal. How I describe this discourse remind me of a mob with shotguns and pitchforks. The outcome is predictable. You ready? This time I'm in your ass, you better hold steady. This could get messy, told you not to test me. They all know I got balls, huh? Very testy. I say what I feel, I do what I like. And I do what I want whenever on the mic. Grown man shit, no permission slips. Straight killer, no filler, that's what it is. Grown man shit, no permission slips. Straight killer, no filler, that's what it is. So I feel like that was a dope verse. Some of the dope lines that he said on that was kind of like, what if his day ones turned into day 3, 4s after they listened to track number 7. So track number 7 was the kind of one that we spoke about earlier, where he was kind of talking about situations where might have been some gay shit going on, blah 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 blah. So he was just saying basically, what if cats listen to that and kind of switch their vibe off of listening to that track on how he feels about certain shit, gay shit, straight shit,
dope,
whatever. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it was a dope verse, man.
Yeah, definitely was. Definitely. I mean, gay, straight, as long as you're putting out dope content, I fuck with it, man. Just don't try to convince me that's the way to go.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said to you before, man, I actually had a diss to Tyler, the Creator. I feel like he was kind of trying to bring back horrorcore. I don't know if y'all remember Gravediggers with RZA, kind of like an offset of Wu-Tang, whatever. I feel like he was trying to bring back horrorcore in a disingenuous, unauthentic kind of way, trying to make it seem like he was the first cat that came out with it. So that was just kind of the reason why I came out with the track. And it was like, yo, man, at the same time, I'm an MC. I could diss whoever the fuck I wanted to diss.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
I don't know what it is, man. But it was, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of keep the conversation going while you look up your track or whatever.
All right. So I really ain't have shit. I ain't gonna lie. So I'm gonna get put on an artist I was introduced to based on listening to another podcast. I'm not gonna say who. I'm sure Dub knows who that is. For sure. So this song is by Topaz Jones, and it's off the album called Arcade, and the song is called Motion Sickness.
Yeah. I'm sitting at the table with a whole ounce of that maple, trying to save money, watching bootleg cable, challenging anybody who crew say they able, but dudes ain't capable. I go hard, so no fall. AJ Green, y'all niggas stay gone if you know what I mean, and if you don't, then here's my advice for the teens. Anybody in between, my motherfucking green is through. Best thing is to assume that I'm speaking to you, cause if I'm coming and you ain't running, I'm hitting you with a slug of rage when that pen going grades. But hey, you niggas can't blame the way we putting chains away and no labels. But yeah, nigga, the name is say real nigga LLC, a subsidiary. Fuck what niggas tell me. True, now fuck you and your roster, your dudes, it's not us. You fuck around and get your ass shot up, cause we hotter, we move like boom for the product. Now niggas make room for your honor. What? Nah, 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 yeah. Nah, 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 nah. I speak calm, bring niggas to me. I lead legions through the sea ark of veiled accidents, stumbled across even the ancient scrolls. But blood painted on what they claim is stones. But I see through the Hebrew prose, neo woes. Over love songs, still thinking the language, the crazy. Yahweh's name, the idolish kings of fine light, in spite of their rings. And we stomp them all out for whatever it brings. But one quote, cuz
Go ahead
really.
and check him out, man. He got some dope music for sure.
Definitely,
For
man.
sure.
So you know what? We come to the end of this shit, and once again, man,
Yeah, good podcast, man.
definitely.
Yeah,
Like I said to y'all in the beginning, or like both of us said to y'all in the beginning, if y'all rock with us, man, please let somebody else rock with us. Share it, subscribe,
I don't even like the terminology.
like.
I don't even like the terminology. If you fuck with me, tell everybody about me. If I fuck with you, I'm gonna tell everybody about you. If you like it, you know what I'm saying, share it, man.
Definitely.
Don't keep it to yourself.
Definitely,
All
man.
right?
Bootleg Cable Podcast.
Can't spell that.
Something wrong with your ass.
If it ain't bootleg,
See, nothing-
well, we fucked that up. It ain't bootleg. I said, yes, bootleg.
but ain't nothing fake about it.
Oh, fuck that shit completely.
You know what's crazy though, man?
Yeah.
We came up with this shit organically. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah. We made that
it's
shit
not
up on the fly,
yeah,
man.
it's not like we came up with this shit
Yeah.
like, yo, man. In pre-board meetings, we like, yo, we gonna come up with this shit, whatever.
That
Nah,
shit just
man.
fucking. Both of them came off like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Bootleg ain't nothing fake. You know what I'm saying. Can't spell that, something wrong with your ass.
Yeah,
And if it ain't bootleg,
ain't nothing fake about it.
ain't nothing fake about it though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Love y'all, man. Thank you for listening.
Peace.